We're now just one day out from Election Day, but the polls don't look like we're anywhere close to a clear-cut winner. According to statistician and polling expert Nate Silver, in an election where the 7 battleground states are all polling within a percentage point or two, 50-50 is the only responsible forecast. Now, for those unfamiliar with how the electoral voting system works, every state is allocated a certain number of electoral votes based on a few factors like population. Whichever candidate wins the popular vote amongst its residents will get that state's electoral votes, with the exception of Maine and Nebraska, who delegate their votes based on the popular vote and a few other factors. Whichever candidate gets the majority of the electoral votes is the winner. As of right now, polls are showing Kamala Harris to be the slight leader, with many of the bigger electoral states such as California, Illinois, and New York on her side. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is leading in the West Central states, and a little more going southeast. So this is how, for the most part, we have a general estimation of how election night will play out, and why we know it's an extremely close race. It's the aforementioned battleground states that will really determine the result. A battleground state, or a swing state, is a state where the voting is closest, meaning it's not too clear which way its votes are going to go. There are 7 swing states that experts like Silver expect will be the deciding factor in this year's election: Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. This is where the swing states stand as of November 4th around 10 a.m. Pennsylvania is one of 3 blue wall states that have been historically Democratic until recently, where it's been a little closer between the two parties. It was also the home of Trump and Harris's sole debate back in September. Nate Silver projects their voters favoring Trump by a minuscule 0.4% margin, and Decision Desk HQ gives Trump a 6% chance of winning the state. North Carolina has only gone Democratic twice since 1968. While it's close this year, Silver projects Trump to be in the lead here as well, giving him a 1.1% lead, and Decision Desk projects a 32% chance of winning for Trump. It's more of the same in Georgia, with Silver giving Trump a 1.3% lead and a 30% chance of winning. Heading back up north to Michigan, the second blue wall state, Kamala is favored here. Silver currently gives her a 1.1% lead, and Decision Desk has a 56% chance of a victory for the Democrats. Wisconsin is the third blue wall state. Kamala's slightly in the lead at this moment, by under a percentage margin. This one's a little different, however, with reports from the Decision Desk are that Trump has the lead with rural areas, while Kamala will need the Milwaukee suburb areas to win the state. So Decision Desk projects Trump to win this one as well, despite Kamala's slight polling average lead. Silver gives Trump a bigger lead in Arizona with a 2.6% chance and a 64% chance to win by Decision Desk. Finally, Nevada, which tells a similar story to its neighbor. Trump's lead is a little smaller here, with Silver giving him a 0.4% polling average lead. Decision Desk gives the Republican a 56% chance to win the state. Note that as voting continues, these numbers could fluctuate significantly with every given hour. But as it stands right now, while Kamala may have the slight lead overall, Trump seems to have the advantage with the swing states, which could tip the election in his favor. With Duck TV News, I'm Nathan Shinagawa.